Pepper rock, pepper rock, go. Baccarat make her smell nasty. 12 mils with the carty. High grade in the party. Full up the Gucci and passy. Custom made from my clocks me. Worst me jeans of Versace. Woman is a natural Barbie. She make me image disgusting the classy. So everywhere we go, go break the rocking on the stereo. I let the kids above the hydrant. Just nice to step on the island. Oh Lord, oh well. Everywhere we go, sweet red the rocking on the radio. Oh, find a woman over wine pan. Just nice to step on.
Hello. For those of you who may not know me, I built these marble domes on an island, Romblon, the marble island of the Philippines. And I'm going to just show you around my place a little bit. Probably not everything. Can save some for other videos. And just walk and talk a little bit about my place here. Feel free to ask anything about the domes or living in the Philippines, and I'm happy to get back to you.
Let's get started by checking out my living room. And these are 20-foot diameter domes, and you'll see that the wall is vertical up to 6 feet before it starts to curve. And here I am in the kitchen. So we're outside of the dome. You can see I built the roof from the dome extending out. It's actually extending 10 feet from the outer edge of the dome to what is a marble wall. At least the first bottom half of the wall is a marble wall that I built myself. I spent close to a year building all of the stem walls. And this is Marbles. She's my rat hunter. She does a great job. She was rescued from the forest. These are some of my stone sculptures. See, I have to clean the window again. Since the last typhoon we had, really was a mess. That's the mountain, Bontoc Mountain. That's the highest point of Romblon Island. Takes about an hour to hike up there. So this is my kitchen. Not completely finished because I have not installed a sink. But I have the sink outside. As is typical in Filipino kitchens, they have what they call a smoke kitchen, or more commonly called a dirty kitchen. So just back in my living room, this was the first dome that I constructed. These are my marble sculptures and my paintings. My living room's a bit of a gallery space. You can see a marble wall outside that extends from the dome. I have rooms attached to the dome. I have 2 bedrooms, which one of the bedrooms, they're my children's bedrooms. One of the bedrooms has my art. The other one, my boys' rooms, my 2 boys, we'll take a peek in there. So this is my front patio coming up from the side. You can see the rock wall here and the bamboo roof. And our spectacular view up here never gets old. And it's just a background inspiration. It's always there. I never get tired of it. So back to the dome. I have 2 domes that are attached here. And one serves as my bedroom, the master bedroom. And then the other dome is a living room. You can see I connected the 2 domes. And that window opening is to my kitchen dining space that I just showed you. And I've suspended like a shade here before. You can see where the dome is exposed to the sun. You will feel the concrete warm up. So the roof really shades the dome. See my floor? It's just polished concrete and sealed with beeswax. So these are some of my sculptures. Those I made in the United States and brought here, actually. I make the coffee tables too. This is the comfort room, bathroom that my children used. And it's entirely made of Romblon marble. It took me about 3 months to do. So here you wouldn't even know this is a dome house. This is going back along the side of my daughter's bedroom and to what is my dome garage to my left here. And then this is the smoke kitchen, dirty kitchen. There's the back stairs. There it is. That's the garage dome. It's half built into the hillside there. This is the smoke kitchen. I don't know if you'll see the crack. There's a crack in my patio. Can you see that crack? So we get earthquakes here. So I could talk a bit about that because there's no cracks in my dome. We've had, see the crack there along the wall? I can explain that and why it happens. And it has to do with expansion joints. One of the many things I've learned from building domes. You can see that anywhere you attach to the dome, if you don't want to have an expansion joint, it has to be tied to the dome. That is, the steel from that wall has to connect to the steel of the dome. Otherwise, there's a separation. And when there is an earthquake, we don't get major earthquakes here, but it's enough to shake. You can actually hear things move, which is, it's pretty wild. But I haven't, it's not like, they're not like savage earthquakes that happen here. They just move stuff. So you get cracks in the patio, stuff like that. Here's just looking from the other side of the yard. And how I built this sort of wraparound porch, wraparound patio. Spend a lot of time outside in the Philippines. Ultimately, you want to be in the shade. See, I've got some work to do in my patio right here. I just pulled the pieces up and I have to fill it in. This was from water damage. When living in the Philippines, you spend a lot of time living outside. You really enjoy having a patio. So this is the afternoon sun. We keep the doors closed to kind of reflect the sunlight out. In the morning, they're open. It's nice to have a home that's versatile, that you can open up or close down. You can allow for a view, or more importantly, the airflow is important.
Whatever your budget is going to have a lot to do with what you're able to do.
I had grand plans and a limited budget, and I did a lot of work myself. So many things are possible. I'm happy to talk to you about your dreams of building a dome in the Philippines, and that includes design details and consultation all the way through the building process. If you contact me, I have a information packet that breaks down all the costs and list of materials. And that's how the conversation begins. If you're interested in any of my art, you can also contact me. I'm happy to talk with you.
So please feel free to reach out to me.
and let's talk about domes. What's possible for you?